Hello everyone. In this video lecture, I will explain how to design a Turing machine to accept the language a to the power n, b to the power n, c to the power n such that n greater than equal to 1. So, since n is 1, the the smallest string that a to the power n, b to the power n, c to the power n can contain is a, b, c. Then similar a, b, b, c, c, and so on. These are the some strings. Okay, these are some strings. Now let me tell you how to design or what is the idea in designing the Turing machine. Suppose you have A, B, B, C, C. What you have to do is first you need to read A and change that into X. This is similar to 0 to the power n, 1 to the power n problem of Turing machine. If you have not referred, you can refer the video. So A is replaced by X, then you look for B, then that you need to replace by Y, because since these need to be equal, A, B, C terms need to be equal. For every A there is to be corresponding B and then corresponding C. So that's why I will then move forward until I find C, first C, and change that into Z. Okay, and after this I will just come back. I will move back in the tape looking for the next A. So after to look for next A, you have to cross B's, to cross Y's, and you have to cross A's, and then you will reach to this position X, and your first A, that A will be which you are looking for is present right after the X. So that once you land here, once the read write head is on X, what you have to do is just shift to the right, and there your A is present. Okay, so now change that A into X, then find for the B, corresponding B, and in between if you get Y's, you just skip that character and move forward, move to the right. So when you get B, you change that into Y, and after changing that to Y, you find for C, and before that if you get C, just shift or skip that character and move to the right. Then when you get C, you just shift back, you just replace C by Z, replace C by Z, and then take a left in the sense again go up till here, so that to verify whether there are any A's, then move. If you get Y's, just move forward and check whether there are any A's, or it is ending of this particular problem, that is matching has been successfully done or not. Okay, so once if you find that there are no A's, then you try checking for there are no B's as well as Z, and if it is not, if there are no more B's or C's as well as A's, then you can decide that there are no you can decide that there are no more A's, B's and C's, and you can just tell that there were equal number of A's, B's and C's. Now let me explain, or let me design the Turing machine. First let's start from the start state. Okay, so the basic of A to the power n, B to the power n, C to the power n is A, B, C. Let's write a states for to identify just A, B, C. A, then identifying B, and after that identifying C. So whenever you get A, you have to do, you replace that by X and move to the right. When you get B, replace B by Y and move to the right. When you get C, replace that by Z, that's the last character, then come back in the sense move to the left. Okay, this is the basic thing, ABC identifying. And now let's modify this so that we can identify more number of A's, B's and C's. Okay, now let us try to modify this for to match all kind of A to the power n, B to the power n, C to the power n. Now when I get A, I will change that by I'll change that to X. Okay, that is done. So I will come back to Q instead. So in between, if I get A's, many A's, in this case, okay, there are only one A. But if A is 3 or 4, A, B, C. In this kind of example, after getting one A, you will get many A's. Okay. So what you do, you just shift. So R. So after that you will come to B and B will be changed to Y. B is changed to Y. Once B is this A, this is Y. Once B is changed, you get many B's. So BBR. Okay. After after C, once you get C, change that to Z. The remaining characters in the tapes are as it is. Okay. Next, after converting C to Z, what you do? You come back. Come back in the sense you might get many B's. After changing C to Z, you need to come back. That means you might get many B's. BBL you have to do. So BBL, if you do, where do you land? You land at YYL. You land at YY, because there is a possibility that you might get many Y's after B's in the backward path. So I will do even YYL. Once I get YYL, my aim is to get this A next time, isn't it? So for that, what I should do? I should do AAL, because I've reached here. After doing YYL, I've come to A's. So AAL I have to do. Okay, so many AAL. After doing many A's, you come to where? X. So when you get X, what happens? You have to just perform XXR, and that will make read write head to position on A, and that A need to be again replaced by X. Then you should look for B, and that need to be replaced by Y and Z. That is same procedure what you have done here, that need to be repeated. So that's why at Q3 what? After doing AAL, so you will come at X. You will land at X. So at Q3, you just have to do XXR. Then the same procedure of replacing A by X, B by Y, C by Z need to be repeated. Okay. Now I did now I did XXR. That means I have landed at this place. Which place? On A. So read write head currently at this position. Currently at A. So that A also you need to replace by X. Then you got A, many A's. A also you need to move. A also you need to skip, and after skipping A's you will might get many Y's. So that also you need to skip at this time, because your aim is to get B. Moment you get B, what happens? That will be change to y, b comma y comma r, and then you're taking a right move. Then you'll get many b's, you can see here, then b's, and after that you might get many z's here. Since it is only the first phase, only uh, one z we have got. Later on you will get many z. So you need to do z z r. You need to do z z r. After doing z z r, what happens? C will be replaced by z. So here BB, then Z. C now will be replaced by Z, and take a left move. Take a left move. So take a left move in the sense, after C is replaced by Z, Z means read right head will come to Z. Read right head will come to the previous character, that is now Z. So that means after replacing any C's to Z, you might get okay, while taking the left move, you might get many z's. So you have to do z z l. So after doing z z l, you will get bbl. So that is already written. Again bbl, bbl. Then you get yyl, yyl, aal, aal. That means after doing aal, I have landed at x. So right now I am at this state Q3. Upon getting x, it's doing xxr, xxr, and move to the Q0 state. So xxr. So x a will be at Q0. What you're doing? You're checking the next character is a. So that a will be replaced by x. That a will be replaced by x, and then skip a's after that. Then skip y's after that. B will be replaced. First B will be replaced by Y. Then skip B, BBR. Then you get Z, do ZZR, Z, ZR. That means skip Z and you will land at C. C now you need to change to Z. C now it's need to change Z and then come back. Come back again for looking for the A's. A. So that a also you change it to x. Then in the next step b also will be changed to y. Z also will be changed to c also will change to y. After doing c, after converting c to z, then you are supposed to take a left move. That means your read right head will be here. So when you get ZZL, what happens? It moves across these that is over these characters and land here. Then upon getting YY also, you're going to skip, isn't it? But in a backward direction, so many Y's that also will be skipped. So moment you get AX, it is going to take this path. It is going to do XXR. XXR means this time it is going to take Y's. So no more A's. No more A's, it is going to take Y's. So that means anymore it is time to almost going to, it's like you're going to finish the processing. So when you get Y, you just take a right move and check for B's. So there may be many Y's. Okay, after that, if you don't find any B's, then you might land at the non-final state. Otherwise, if you find Z, what happens? Take ZZR, ZZR, and you might get mini Z, okay, ZZR, and after that you will land at plant. If there are no C's, you will land at where? Blank. Blank if your landing means there are equal number of A's. There were equal number of A's, B's and C's, and all those were converted to mm, all those were converted to x, y's and z's respectively. So here you can write sometimes BBR or BBL, anything is okay. So at this time you are in the final state. So let me number this state. After Q3 it is Q4, Q5 and Q6. This is about the Turing machine for a to the power n, b to the power n and c to the power n such that n greater than equal to 1. And sometimes these two states can be collapsed into one. So here itself you can write ZZR as well as ZZR in the loop you can write. Otherwise you can write in this way. Both are okay. Okay, that is about a to the power n, b to the power n, c to the power n. Now let's see the computation on input. Computation on input for AA, BB and CC. AA, BB, CC. AA, BB, CC. So you have to start from the start state. Q naught on A goes to where? Q naught on A. Now rewrite is here. It replaces that by X and then taking a right move. Right move in the sense next. So A, B, B, C, C. So Q naught on A goes to where? Which? That is Q1. Now Q1 on A. Q1 on A is taking a loop, isn't it? That means to itself, but taking a right move. So X, A is A, no change, but taking a right move. So Q1 will be before B, B, C, C. Next Q1 on B. Q1 on B is replaced, B is replaced by Y, B is replaced by Y and then take a right move. So Q1 on B goes to Q2 and then B, C, C. After that X, A, X, A, Y, Q2 on B goes to itself, but it is taking a right move. So B will be as it is, then it is taking a right move. So Q2, C, C. Now Q2 on C is replaced by Y. Q2 on C replaced by Y and taking a right move. So Q2 on C is replaced by Y and taking a right move. So the next state Q2 on C is going to Q3. So Q3 on C, sorry, there is small correction. Now C is replaced by Z and taking a left move, not a right move. So C will be as it is. So it is this C was replaced by Y. So Q3 has to come before this character. See, I will repeat this step from here. Q2 on C, Q2 on C is what? C is replaced by Z taking a left move and taking a left move. That means earlier it was on this care. So coming back in the sense next process, it should be, the state should be before B, this B, left B, left character. So X, A, Y, Q3, B, C, C. Now Q3 on B. Q3 on B, again it is taking a left move. That means on this character should come. So X, A, Q3, Y, B, C, C. Not C. Here what it was, it should be Z. Because Q2 on C is replaced by Z. So this is also Z. Now Q3 on Y. Q3 on Y, 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 L. So any more on this character. So X, Q3, A, Y, B, Z, C. Okay. Next. Okay. Next. X, Q3 on A, L. Q3 on A also taking a loop. That means again left means X. Leftmost character is X now. So before this character, which is left character of A is X. So X, A, Y, B, Z, C. So now where? Here. So now Q3 on X goes to Q0, right? And it is taking a right move. That means next time stage should be before this C. So let me write X, what's the state? Q0, A, Y, B, Z, C. After that, X Q0 on A is replaced by Q0 on A is replaced by X, Y by R. Q0 on A is replaced by X. Then move to the right. Right means in the sense Q1. Q1 on Y, B, Z, C. Next XX. Q1 on Y goes to Y by R. So X, X, Y by R. So Q1 B, Z, C. Then Q1 on B. Q1 on B is Y. So Q1 on B is replaced by Y and taking a right move. And which state? It is before this state should come. So YY and Q2 ZC. Q2 on Z means going to itself but taking a right move. So XX, YY, Q2 on Z is itself. So Z will be no change in Z. But Q2 on C. Q2 on C, now it is taking now it is replacing, this will be replaced by Y. So XX, Y, Z, Z, XX, YY, YY. Let me write here X, 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 Y, Y, Z, 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 Z. Q2 on C. C is replaced by Z. Then taking a left move. That is Q3. Q3 on Z. Q3 on ZZL. So again come back. So XX, Y, Q3, Y, ZZ. Again Q3 on Y is a left move. Q3 on Y is a left move. Where do we land? X, X, Q3, YY, ZZ. So now Q3 on Y, YYL. So you will recheck. You will recheck at X. That is the last X. Recheck the last X. Let me write here XX, X, Q3, X, YY, ZZ. So Q3 on XXR, that is XXR in the sense next. So Q0, Y, Y, ZZ. Q0 on Y, YYR. So XX, Y, Q, 4, Y, ZZ. XX, Y, Y, Q4 on Y. Q4 on Y is again taking a right move. Again taking a right move to Z. So now it is Q5, Z, Q4, Q4 on Y goes to YYR. So here it is Q4 Z. Okay. Next Q4 on Z. Q4 on Z means goes to Q5. So XX, YY, Z, Q5 Z. Next again Q5 on Z, XX, YY, YY, Z, Q5 on Z. Z means you are reading the blank. After that you are reading the blank. So you have reached to Q6. Q5 on Z in the sense Q6 on blank, right? Q5 on blank. So Q5 on blank is taking you to the state Q5 on B. Now it's taking you to the final state. You can see here Q5 on B is taking you to the which state? Final state. So XX, YY, ZZ and blank. Blank in the sense again blank Q6. So one thing is you can do here VBL or PBR. It doesn't make any difference in this Turing machine. So finally all A's, B's, C's are converted to X, Y, Z respectively, and you have got the final state. So this is about the program. This is about the Turing machine on A to the power n, B to the power n, C to the power n. So this is what the computation on input A, B, B, C, C. Now I will show you the transition table, how to fill the transition table. So if it is asked in the exam, you are supposed to write. So I will fill for some fields, not for the all the states. Only for some states I am going to fill the columns. So similarly you can fill the remaining. Okay, and first of all you need to have rows and columns in the table, and using which you can fill the tuples. Okay, then the present state is Q0, Q0, Q1, Q2, Q3 and Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, Q5 and Q6. Q4, Q5 and Q6. Q4, Q5 and Q6. These are all the states. Now what you have to write here in the column? Tape symbols. Which are the symbols you are going to use? So A, then B, then X, then Y, then the blank. A, B, X, Y and blank. A, B, C, X, Y, Z and blank. A, B, C, X, Y, Z and blank. So these are the table symbols. X, Y, Z. So A, and remember when you are writing the symbols here, write those symbols that you are using in the tape. So Q0 on A goes to where? Q1. How do you write? So input part is here and write the remaining one, that is from the transition label. So XR and where it is going? Q1. So similarly Q0 on Y goes to where? YR goes to YR Q4 and Q1 on. So there is only two transition from Q0. Q1 on A, Y, there is a transition on A, there is a transition on Y and B. So where? AR Q1, YR Q1, BR Q2. So on A, AR Q1, on A, AR Q1, on Y, YR Q1, on B, YR Q2, on B, YR Q2. So remove this part, club this with this. So this state with this part of the label YR Q2. Similarly, you can fill the remaining. So that is about a to the power n, b to the power n, and c to the power n. Turing machine and its computation and the transition table.